I'm Tiffany Vernon, and I'm the Atlanta host for
100 Youth Strategy.
People, young people not understanding another young person and
Bullying.
yeah,
Bullying, teasing, which is bullying.
insecurities.
Securities. I'm not sure what I mean. You have no reason to put your hands on anybody unless they hit you. If self-defense, that's the only reason you would ever have to hit somebody.
She gets mad and go whop. You would turn around and just go bop.
Yes. No. It depends on the situation. I trust her. If she hits me, it's either an accident. If it's on purpose, I'm either gonna get rid of this person, you, or I'm gonna understand that it was an accident. You got angry. It's not gonna happen again.
I feel it's all too common. Like, it's a lot more common than really it used to be. It's gotten more and more common as years have gone on. I can't really say what I think the reason is, because I don't really feel like there's a real reason for it. Just people are so used to doing it. People are so used to fighting, so used to confrontation. It's everywhere. It's portrayed on television. It's in the media. Everyone's talking about it. In music, it's, you know, blah, 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 shoot this guy, blah, 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 steal, blah, blah, blah. So naturally, kids growing up are going to be more and more violent.
It's a lot of factors that come in youth violence. So you got gangs, you got financial situations. I never thought media really played a part in youth violence because I don't know how everybody else's situation was, but I just know it never influenced me that much. I just like the music. Really, when people, youths revert to violence, it's usually the environment and who they hang with. Because I know, man, when I went to Valdosta, you know, I noticed a change in me, like almost immediately, just because of like the people I was hanging around with, you know, blood gang affiliated people, you know what I mean? And, you know, it just makes you do different things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I saw myself wanting to, you know what I'm saying, fight people, you know what I mean, or hit licks or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So I think really it's your environment that you're around, it contributes the most to youth violence, so.
As it stands, with people living in different environments and coming in contact with each other, there's confusion and misunderstanding that comes in because stereotypes are there. And the media leads people to believe that, oh, this certain type of people are this way and this certain type of people are that way. And when you actually interact with them, that's what you're basing your assumptions on. You have preconceptions. You think, oh, well, since he's white, he has money and da-da-da-da, and he's Jewish, so, you know, I shouldn't talk to him because I'm Christian. And they don't believe in Christ and da-da-da-da-da. And it starts from there. And the only way you can truly get rid of it is you actually listen to the person. Don't stop and stand there thinking that. You have to actually listen to them. My solution is, as hard as it is, that parents don't teach the next generation about hate. I think that's where it starts. If children don't grow up to hate other people and they understand things, that little by little, violence and hate will slowly die down, because if children don't know about it and they don't really experience it, why would they hate another person out of nowhere?
How to contribute, the only way that we can contribute in a whole starts with the media. It starts with you individually, going out to different people, how you carry yourself, you know what I mean, how you raise your kids. That's the only way to, you're not going to stop it, but you can diffuse it a little bit.
It's not, no one's born naturally just angry at the world or wanting to fight another person. It's nature over, it's nurture over nature in this sense. Where you grow up and what kind of situation you're growing up makes you that way. And sometimes what I find helps, and it's like the hip hop way, it's personally for me, like breakdancing has been my way of just putting my energy to a good use, because I mean, you can battle another person when you're b-boying, but you never, and at the end of that, after all, you can talk smack without even saying words, and at the end of all that, and you see every time they'll come over to each other, dap each other up, give each other a hug, just saying like, you know, after this battle, we're still cool afterwards, and that's the best way. Especially when it's like for breakdancing, I mean, especially you got that physical anger in you. You can just get it out like that. When you put your energy to a good use, you'll feel so much better afterwards. Yeah, that's the perfect solution right there. Everybody has to put that energy out in a different way.
The Youth Promise Act is basically to prevent youths from going to jail.
Poetry spots would do pretty good because that way they could find a way to express themselves.
A lot of youth don't like talking. They don't.
I don't like talking.
But a lot of people don't like talking about problems. They don't like talking about solutions. They don't like talking about what they're going through or things that help better them because they don't like bringing up what they are going through. So you don't know how to better them. How does insecurity lead to the violence?
I said insecurity because that's the thing that keeps people from bringing it out of themselves on what's going on around them.
People are probably thinking that someone's making fun of them, or either that they're like, that they're like the target of a joke or something. And so that would make them insecure, and then in order to respond to that, they probably might start fighting someone or try and bully someone else to take the pain off of themselves.
Everybody has flaws, and some people really think those flaws are really a big deal, and when they see that somebody might be a little prettier than them or they have worse flaws than they do, they want to use that and attack them to make themselves feel better.
When I hear the word insecurity, the first thing that comes to mind is fear. Fear leads to misjudgment. Misjudgment leads to going down the wrong path, and as a result, that's what turns into violence.
I think a nice solution would be reinforcing what a person is confident in that they have, which will open up more roots and more confidence to trying those things that they're just not sure about, like that they can do, or things that they're not certain of. That this change of environment. If someone believes they can't do something and they fail at something they think they can do, that'll just make everything worse.
And then resources. Because there's a lot of, like, you know, in our, I guess, neighborhood, you know, it's a lot of times the resources aren't available for us. You know, we kind of see the same things, grow up around the same things. And when somebody says, oh, you know, get into boxing. Well, there's no boxing clubs around you, so how am I going to get into boxing?
There's not that much support for people, like for students. Everyone thinks that every child should go to college, get an education. But like he was saying, not every child is meant to go to college. That every child should be supported with their dream no matter what it is, like a car mechanic, or if you, well, pretty much car mechanic is what we were talking about. But the point was everyone should be supported. So if they have insecurities about like them and their dreams and what they want to become, and they're saying, oh, I don't want to be a car mechanic is beneath me because I should be a doctor to get more money. These people should be supporting their dream no matter what they're deciding to do in life.
Boost up their self-esteem high enough so that they're able to help solve these problems on their own and starting with themselves. And so that's pretty much my solution here.
Right, because if one of the problems was self-insecurity, then boosting self-esteem.
Yeah, just boost it up. Motivation, that's all it takes.
People fear what's different.
Yeah, they fear what's
what they
different.
How do you get rid of that fear, then?
You can't. You have to ask them to be open-minded and understand. But people are so afraid of it that they don't want to. Until it happens to them. Like, say if you were afraid of like a gay person, however, if one of your relatives was gay, then you would be open-minded to it and you would think about it.
In New Orleans, it's a majority white. People don't believe it. It's a majority white, then black, and now we have a few Mexicans since Katrina. But my grandmother is Passon, which is half white and half black. So she looks like a completely Caucasian woman. Like even during Katrina, when we were sitting there in the hospital waiting to get rescued, white people go up to her and be like, we have to stick together in this, and those niggers don't know what to do. it was the meaning, but at the same time understood what they were saying. They thought that if we were black, we weren't going to help them, so why should they help us? But growing up in a family mostly mixed, I mean, my grandfather's black as earth, and my grandmother's white as like a fresh white blanket or something. I mean, it opens your eyes to new things. You understand that people don't treat people the same, but you also know that you shouldn't treat the people the way that they're treating you.
My mom always wanted me to interact with different cultures, just because the world isn't always black and white. So she always wanted me to go to a school that had other races, so I know how to interact with people.
Like, I was always the token black person, and growing up around all white, pretty much, it changes people. It changes how I talk and how I act. And when I got to Grady, when I got to Grady, it was like mostly black, and they didn't understand me personally because I'm kind of weird. Okay. I'm misunderstood. I'm not weird. I'm misunderstood because I'm not, oh, yo, what's up?
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
So.
I ain't shot it low, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me get them digits, you know what I'm saying? So, I ain't never getting nothing like that.
I dated a girl named Keena for about a year. She was black. The attention that I always got was very negative because it was down in like a redneck county, so everyone was very racist. It was pretty terrible. I used to go to a school south side, and I was like one of the only Caucasian people there. So I just kind of like was myself instead of like trying to change and act differently. So, and people just kind of liked me the way I was, and they respected that I didn't try and change just to be like one of them.